Hello, 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 everybody. Okay, that's all I got. That's it. I can't give you any more than that. Don't eat my finger. Dadgummit. Okay, alright. We got live stream on everything. Everything got proper bitrate. Here we go, we're dropping. Of course. Give it just a second. It should, hopefully, come right back. There we go. How's everybody doing today? Actually, I did not mean to... Okay. I'm eventually going to get all of my stuff sorted. This is ridiculous. There we go. Kitty, that is all of them. I'm sorry, that was all of them. I am alive. I'm gonna go ahead and warn you guys, we are waiting for my ISP to show up and fix my internet. We shall see if they actually show up on time. They're very notorious for giving you a timetable and then showing up 5 hours later, which is the reason why I didn't reschedule the stream. There's really no sense until I actually get the text saying they are on their way. So, Kitty, what are you doing? If we have to, we will divide today's stream into 2 different parts, or we'll start on it and we'll finish it up next week on the same day. I had only planned on doing this for 1 day, assuming how it goes. And then we'll just see. We'll play it by ear. Be a bit flexible today. Kitty, don't do that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Here. Nope. Stop. Are you gonna lay down or are you gonna knock everything off my desk? Lay down. Lay down, ma'am. But no, your butt's gonna be right in front of the light. Stop your things. Kitty, kitty. Okay. Maybe she will settle down. It is absolutely time to go get my eyes examined again, guys. Absolutely time. Been waiting on getting some of our bills sorted, and hopefully they are finally sorted, unless somebody throws something at us that we're not expecting, which usually happens. Maybe this month I can finally go get my eyes examined. Hold on, I can't read that. Am I scrubbing the wrong side? Yeah, I was scrubbing the wrong side. There we go, there we go. I can see. Sorry, I was out there watering my garden. I completely forgot about it this morning that I needed to water my garden, so here I am. Almost midday, trying to put some water in my garden, and I got sprayed in the face. So... Kitty? You protesting on top of my desk is not going to afford you any new snacks. Stop. Okay, hang on. You're in one of those kind of moods. Here we go. Here we go. Every now and then she's being an angsty teenager, and you just have to kind of like get her off the desk and let her go find something else to do because she is just going to play with all of the things. Jeff, how you doing? Garden is looking good. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I finally have 2 beds reset, and they are ready to be planted out. My greenhouse needs a bit of work, so I can get some seeds started for the fall. It's a very, very slow process. I wish I had the athleticism that I had 10 years ago. I work on 1 garden bed, and I have to rest for 2 days. It's ridiculous. hopefully the more I work the soil and the better the soil gets, the more I don't actually have to like flip the soil and work the soil and stuff. It's just adding amendments and continue going. Fallout! Intense! How you doing? Yes, in case you guys have not seen the title, today we are going to be doing something I said I would never do again. Ever. Not once. Not ever going to do it again. And then I had 2 family members, my son and daughter, both start playing the game, and just idly talking to me about it. Their very subtle, not so subtle way of trying to talk me out of it. Or talk me into it, rather. And I said I would give it a shot. A shot. And I will try it. We will see. I'm not sure how I feel about it. Fallout 4 win. I have got videos that are up on Patreon. As a matter of fact, I think it's been... If I don't post on the 13th, it will be 2 months since I've actually posted a Fallout 4 video on the Patreon. I do apologize, guys. It just occurred to me that I have not... The videos are on there. I just have to release them at the right time. I have not done it. And I still have not turned on my Fallout game to finish up the series that I was working on either. So, been kind of slacking on that one. I'll be honest with you. It is still on my list, but I kind of brushed it to the background until winter starts because I've got a lot of time during the winter time because I'm not working out in the yard. I don't have a whole lot of time during the summer and the spring and stuff like that. So that's going to basically be as soon as it starts getting too cold to go outside and do a whole lot and the garden's already started for the fall and winter, I'll have more time to work on those things again. Plus the mod that I'm working on for 7 days, I've basically told myself I'm going to put that off until the season starts getting cold again because I'm going to need projects or I'm going to go bananas. So that's on my list. I know everybody's probably like, no, go ahead and get it done, do it. There's probably a couple of modders out there that are hoping that I just don't pick it up again so they can take off with it, but no, I'm still going to work on it. It's on my list for as soon as it starts turning cool, and our first frost date is November 1st. So it will probably freeze around November 1st, and then it'll probably warm up because, I don't know, 9 times out of 10, it's in the 50s around Christmas. So we'll have a freeze, but it'll be cold enough to... Basically, the garden will be in the ground and I won't have to do anything else. And I won't have to start doing anything until February-ish. So I will have a few months where I'm not really doing a whole lot other than the holidays. And, well, we don't do a whole lot of holiday stuff. Not a whole lot. Don't sweat, garden keeps getting better, don't matter how slow it is. It is going to be a slow process, but guess I'm not a Fallout fan? I love Fallout. I absolutely adore the game Fallout. Fallout 3, Fallout 4. I played very little New Vegas because it just felt so different, but I've seriously considered going back and playing it. I have not yet. Actually, I think Fallout New Vegas is one of the few that I don't already own. I had it on my console, and I don't have a console anymore. So, Fallout 76 was supposed to be the online version of the game that I loved, where I could do builds and people could actually walk through my build instead of me just doing videos on it. The entire first year and a half, almost 2 years, was me playing Fallout 4. So that's how I started out. And I played Fallout 76, and anybody who's played Fallout 76, you know how bad the launch was. And it was horrendous. Let's just go ahead and get this out of the way. It was absolutely horrendous. Bethesda traded in all of their trust that their entire fan base had and threw out a game that they knew was not ready. They had a group of people who bought into the beta. First off, a company should never have people buying into a beta. If anything, you should be paying them to try out your broke-ass game. But they had people buy into beta. I bought into the beta. I wanted to be one of the first people to make videos on it. I wanted to test it. I wanted to try and break it. Little did I know that I would not have to try. It would be broken upon release. They gave it to us the weekend before launch, meaning everything was already set. They had no intention of using any of the feedback from the beta testers. None. They gave each set of us, We had one weekend, and it was for 2 hours each day. And yeah, then there was the whole backpack problem. The people who got the Nuka-Cola, what was it? The alcoholic Nuka-Cola, whatever that was, and it was supposed to be in this nice fancy container, and all it was like a plastic cover over a basic bottle. It was bad. It was really, really bad. And most of us who, I guess you could say, had bought into Bethesda just, okay, Bethesda's done a bad thing. This was a bad launch. Whoever was in control of it, they did bad. But we gave the game the benefit of the doubt, and then they started selling us things in the game for money that they promised to give us to start with. My main breaking point, which is stupid, was the refrigerator. I know, dumb, right? Yeah, the Nuka Dark, that was the one. I was the one in our group that always came in early, made all of the teas, the foods, the whatever from all of our dailies, and I would wait until the others got in so we could immediately finish those dailies and move on to other stuff. Well, it became a problem because, well, of course there's spoilage. So it meant that every single time I was coming in and doing some boring task for no real reason other than you're not allowed to keep it. Because we want to sell you the way to keep it longer. It's like, okay, well, you suck. Goodbye. It was a dumb reason. It's I get a game that is online, that is perpetually online, needing to make money. I understand that. They have to keep their servers open. But the game had just launched, and they were already milking their audience for more money than they got from launch. And launch prices were expensive. And they'd already cheaped out on the stuff that they gave people for buying the early launch stuff. The bag was shitty made. The Nuka-Cola Dark that they had was a piece of plastic. The beta testing was actually just a cover for early access for a broken game that still didn't get fixed for a year or so afterwards. So that helmet was that might be like the only thing, and I did not get that version. I did not get that helmet. I'm not a Brotherhood type of person. I'm not interested in the Brotherhood. Well, I won't say I'm not interested in them. I don't have a problem with them. They're just, as a military person, you would think I would be okay with them, but I'm more on the hippie side of military, if that makes any sense. Anyway, yeah. It's just a broken cash cow. It was just a broken cash cow. And they weren't actually paying attention to the audience. The audience had to leave, otherwise they were never going to fix the game. They had T-posting bad guys. Their concept for trying to do the next cash cow was a battle royale nobody had asked for. And then they tried to sell people back private servers, which weren't actually private servers that people had been begging for that should have been at launch. They did nothing to the game other than add a friends list, which was probably there at launch, and they sold it to people. And then they made the game, like most online games nowadays, will make the game inconvenient and then sell you the convenience back to you instead of just making a good game. That's all of my problems with Fallout 76. These are all the reasons why I stopped playing it and I walked away, and I have not played it in 6 years. Well, maybe 5 years is actually more accurate, because I think I played it for a few months before they started really going bad with it. Wasn't any worse than Concord. You know, the worst thing about Concord is as a sci-fi geek, some of those characters kind of look cool. Others, not so cool. I'm like, why would you even make a hero that's supposed to be dancing around and battling Overwatch style look like this? This is not realistic at all. Not that games need to be realistic, but as someone who enjoys a good sci-fi something or another, it could have been a good game. Should there be innovation whenever all of these battle royale games had the exact same type of setups? There should have been innovation. And I'm sorry, but every single game that dives into this whole ideology thing that they've been throwing into games lately, they take away the aspect of story, game, substance, and they slack on this veneer of something else that's not actually substance. I don't know if it's a lack of writing, a lack of talent, a lack of what that they're putting the shellac over, Or if it's they're so focused on the pretty paint that they don't actually worry about the substance. They think the pretty paint is going to sell you the game. And there's a lot of gamers that are just like, at one point, games used to have a story, games used to have a purpose, games used to take you out of the world. Even games that had political stuff in it would present it in a way that was authentic to the game. I was watching this one lady. She does a whole lot of 10 plus year games. She plays like Morrowind, Oblivion, stuff like that. And she was talking about how she didn't want any of those games to be remade, and she didn't want them to come out with a new Elder Scrolls because she was afraid that this stuff would get leaked into it. And I completely agree. I don't want them remaking any games, and I don't want them making any of my favorite ISPs for the next 3 or 4 years. I don't want them touching it, because every time this stuff leaks into the game, people catch wind of it, the company closes. And I don't want Bethesda to shut down. I don't want them jumping into this fad that people have gotten on that nobody really knows exactly why they got on it, other than it just happened. I don't want them jumping on that and then them getting rejected and suddenly Bethesda's just gone. They never have a chance to redeem themselves because Fallout 76 was so bad. The only thing that I would say is their saving grace is the Fallout series was obviously not in this new fad, the new paint job, the new whatever, except for tiny little pieces here and there, but ultimately wasn't enough to take you out of the series. But yeah, I don't want them making any games right now, because this whole, I don't know, the whole climate in the gaming industry is very volatile. If your game even smells remotely of any of that stuff, and I'm intentionally avoiding certain terminology here for obvious reasons, because there are some people who would get offended by me saying this, but there are certain things, if they show up in your game, they will immediately get ridiculed by every single person in the community, and then the game will not sell. Plain and simple. And on the other side, game journalists will say, you're bad if you don't like games that have this. So there's like no win or lose. The gaming company, the ISP that you grew up playing, is just suddenly gone. They don't even have a chance to fix it. It gets closed. So, yeah. They need to be believable in a sci-fi sense. Exactly, Nikar. And they did not make it believable. They didn't. I saw some of the cutscenes. They were horrible. They were very bland. They could have been good. It could have been really, really cool, but they just chose to not. I don't know. And let's be honest, the battle royale, the four-person drop-in extraction thing, those things have been overdone, and unless you're at the top of your game right now making that content and you bring something new to the table, those games are not going to come back. They had their time. You got to give it like 10 more years. When the newer generation doesn't know that type of game exists, they're going to be like, oh, cool, this is new, this is fun, this is... But they've been doing it for... How old is Fortnite now? Ghost Tigress, have a good one. How old is Fortnite now? When did it come out? I don't even know. And there were some before that did it, you know? They have Overwatch. They had, like I said, Fallout 76 did one. They've got several other games that include them. They've gotten boring because Fortnite released in 2017. Oh, wow. Wow, that's a bit older than I thought it was. So they've been doing this for a while. They've been milking it because it's easy to milk money from games like that. And there are still some gaming companies, I don't want to name any names, that are like, oh, we're going to release one of these types of games. And it's like, if you're planning to release one now, it is already to release one. And I'm talking specifically about the Fun Pimps, because that's their concept for their next game, is a 4-person extraction shooter, something or another. And I'm like, please don't do that. Stop before you do that. Don't do that. Don't. If it was 2017, maybe, but you're way too late for that. You spent 10 years working on a game, and if you had an idea for a different type of game, you probably should have made it way back then. 7 days on Xbox is actually good. I believe it. They've had 10 years to perfect this game. It should be good. My only concern is because of these particular things, the same thing I was talking about with like the other games that have come out recently, is with games that are updating now, that some of these things that people are upset about might leak into games that are currently being developed. Which is the reason why I said if a game is going to be over 2 years before it's finally developed, don't talk to anybody about it. And if it's going to be a year before the game is in its final form, don't release it. That's just me. There's too many games out right now that are doing that. But I have blabbed enough. I don't necessarily want to get into my political viewpoints on all of this stuff. Just suffice it to say that the online community, as far as gaming is concerned, has got some standards now that they did not have 10 years ago. And one of those is trying to stick your hand into the player's pocket every single time they turn around. Which is sadly one of the reasons why I stopped playing Once Human. I'm hoping that they fix that. Don't get me wrong, I am completely for a live service finding a way to keep their servers open. But you can be subtle about it, and you can actually present value for it. There we go. Okay. Landing page of all of this stuff that you can buy. Okay, this basically looks the same. I need a character! Oh, my other character is still on here? Level 109. My character is still in here. Holy hell, I don't know anything about my character. We're going new. Remember when Fortnite was supposed to be a single-player tower defense game? And it's great that they actually changed it into what they were. You cannot beat Fortnite whenever it comes to that style of game, and there are plenty of games out there that wish they could. They have their niche. You're not going to be able to top that one. Star Citizen has a package with all of its ships for like 40k, and I swear if someone actually spends that much money for all of them ships, they're an idiot.
War never changes. In 1776, this great nation accepted that armed conflict was the only way to preserve our rights to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness.
Yep, that's me. That was me this morning. I didn't want to get up. I stayed up all night watching Farscape again. Christensen, how you doing?
And now, the Red Menace, is that how it
Easy, I understand. I understand. An online game is usually like open and it doesn't have a whole lot of story. When it first came out, the fact that they left out their NPCs was like the biggest thing that hurt them.
2076, 300 years after our great nation began, we gathered together to honor the complete...
Now, I have no idea about the storylines. I haven't really been watching a whole lot of footage on the stories, so... Hazard a guess if you use the old character, something bad would happen? Probably. I would rip a hole in the fabric of the time-space continuum. It hasn't been resurrected in 5 years.
For when the fighting is stopped and the fallout has settled.
Hell, I probably have some banned stuff on it.
Not just walls, not just
like
buildings,
old items that's no longer in the game or something.
And ultimately, America itself. So as we stand here today, we pray that the world will know peace. But if that is not our destiny, if war must come, we stand together knowing that here in Vault 76,
so very sweet.
Begins.
How many of you guys remember whenever you first played Fallout 4 or Fallout 3 and the vault opened? The feeling, the goosebumps? Didn't really get that in 76 because they decided to make it where you couldn't turn off microphones and I had to listen to someone eating a bag of chips. It's the dumbest decision. Like, no. It's gonna be real life. You have to listen to people. All you can hear from the other side of the vault, Mom, I'm playing a game. I don't want to take the garbage out. So dumb. Oh no, look at my ears. That's my grandma's ears. I don't think I want that.
Today is Reclamation Day. It may be time to leave, but I'll never forget the day you all entered Vault 76. You come from
War never changes. It's funny because it seems like war always changes, but the result of war is the part that does not change.
but you all share
There's always death and decay
important trait.
after war,
You
and
this country,
basically every side loses.
but more importantly, you'll
Make up?
my family.
Do we wish to have lots and lots of blush? Freckles. Mole. Oh no. That's me in real life when I haven't slept. That's a lie. That's me. Anyway. Acne. What? Damage. Yeah, I keep doing that one. Grime. Are we messy? No, I don't think so. I don't think so. Are we good? Do I need to fix my face? They do eventually put mirrors in here so you can put makeup on or whatever, right? No Jen character? Yeah, no kidding. I should definitely make a Jen character and walk around in a tank top so people can motorboat me every time they want to make a sale. Make wrecked. Oh no. Curious what they'll do with Fallout 5. I hope it's like Fallout 4 with base building. I do hope that they keep the base building in, and I hope that they don't limit base building like they tried to in this one, because modders are going to mod and they're going to make it... We're going to break it, basically. There's going to be a way to break it. There should definitely be base building. I hope that they spend a lot more time and make a story that makes sense, because Fallout 3, the story made sense. Fallout New Vegas, the story made sense. The initial story start of Fallout 4 and how your character handles it does not make any sense. I'm sorry, but the whole... My spouse was shot, my child was kidnapped. Hang on, let me go build a town. Doesn't really make sense. That, and you just kind of gloss over the fact that it's been 200 years since the time that your eyes closed to your spouse being shot, to your child being... What? You know, it's just a lot. You find out your child's 9 years old, there's no reaction of, oh my god, it was actually... I blinked and it was 9 years? What? None of that. None of it makes sense. Is there one where I can say, I like bread and it all goes to my butt? Is there a setting for this? There. I'm just gonna be medium. Okay. Name your character. What shall be my character's name? Have I tried the Fallout London mod? No. In order for me to try out more mods, I'm going to have to go to, what is it, GOG or something like that, that allows you to roll back versions of Fallout in order to stabilize it in case, because, you know, Bethesda do Bethesda things and try to do several different updates that break things. I hope they keep the base building glitch like in Fallout where you could just drop loads of weapons and it resets the limit. Yeah. Or they could simply say, hey, here is your limit. If you exceed this limit, may the odds be ever in your favor. I did one tour of Finch Farm, and I reset my bar 10 times. I had a 20 FPS and it took me 2 hours to go through the entire build. But it was a whole lot of fun building it. You don't have any of the Fallout 4 DLCs? Oh no, you have to get them. Well, I won't say all of them. Well, I don't know. All of them were kind of cool, but the Far Harbor one was the best. It really was. Lydia. Yeah, Far Harbor is the best. Mariner really pissed me off. I had a video of me and Tigress back when we were doing the Mariner quest and she was doing the Great Hunt or whatever it was called. Oh man, the fact that she would not leave without me actually having to shoot that creature pissed me off. I was so angry at Mariner. I could have picked that thing up and stuck it in my pocket and walked away, and everybody would have been fine. No. You know, a mod author actually texted me or messaged me on the comment section saying, there's a mod now where you can get that character in one of your settlements. I'm not going to give you any more hints. If you've never played it, I'm not going to spoil it for you. Lydia. Oh, man, I'm just going to be in everybody's way. I should take a picture of my shoes. Those shoes. Not even a picture of me. I'm on the floor. Oh, that's up and down. Okay. What am I even looking at? I have no idea what I was looking at. Okay, let's check our settings before we do anything. I think I was supposed to check my settings before anything else. What kind of settings do we have? Inverted sensitivity. Let's turn that sensitivity up just a little bit. Vibration. Don't do that. Preset low? What? No! Okay, well, I guess there's no point me controlling that one. We're gonna have low settings? Are you for serious, though? I've got a much better PC now, though. Need more sugar bombs. Reminder, don't put TP on backwards. This is that whole immersive toilet paper thing. It's immersive as fuck, man. Okay, let's pick this up. Why did we leave that there? You can leave the vault and go to Far Harbor and level up super fast. You can also die a whole lot in Far Harbor if you just run there. What did I just do? Oh, okay. I could run it on max settings? Yeah, I probably could, but it's going to want me to reset the game in order to put it up on max settings. Okay, I definitely feel like I got left out here.
With nothing less than the rebuilding of America. Such a huge responsibility.
Crutchley!
Hello. At last. Today is your reclamation day. I bet you're just
Oh, Game
bursting
Fine.
your bolts to get out there and see the world.
I've got my own mission.
So 2.3. My bad, we did a Horde Night last night. I completely forgot to turn my volume back up.
This is the Overseer.
Besides, she left this place behind to reclaim America.
You can get a
It's
mutated
past
hound?
time
Yes.
You followed her example.
There's an NPC in a base who sells you a dog. There's also a wandering person that will sell you a dog. And a cow.
Nothing at all. The exterior sensors were taken out of commission after that unfortunate business with the nuclear bombs. With so many of your friends having been gone so long, I cannot begin to speculate how they've transformed Appalachia already.
Yeah. Apparently they changed it because I've just been sitting here while everybody else has been out here for 6 years. Is that what you're saying?
Lots of water out there, almost all of it undoubtedly irradiated. When in doubt, boil it out.
I wonder why you've been in the vault for so long. Yeah, I guess so. Hello.
Constant alert for the clickety-click of your pit
Can I take this?
built-in radiation meter. Remember, Mum, Rad-X to prevent radiation sickness, Rad away to cure it.
Adios. Okay, why
Always
is...
stay stocked with medicine.
Was there something on this thing over here I was supposed to get? Yes. Okay. There's a cow seller. I never knew you could buy one. Yes. And you can have it sent to whatever trader that there is. Was I actually supposed to talk to you about something?
Rad-X, Rad-Away, Stim-Pack. Got it? Good.
Okay. Building supplies.
So, about the infrastructure out there in Appalachia, I suspect there isn't any.
I want to turn on world radios and Pip-Boy radio to 0. That's a good idea.
It must be terrifying leaving this warm, secure vault for a hostile wilderness with no running water or electricity.
Okay. Yes, it's absolutely terrifying. Absolutely. Is that your way of saying get a move on? That's what I heard.
You must all go through that giant vault door alone. Unless, of course, you're next to someone else. Which I'd recommend, actually.
Okay, why are they talking so quiet? I wish to steal stuff. Did I just fall through the floor? 25 years after the vault doors closed, you have prepared your citizens to leave Vault 76 and begin the process called reclamation. Specifics will be disseminated automatically as the time approaches. After Reclamation Day, you are personally ordered to find and secure 3 nuclear silos code-named Alpha, Bravo, and Charlie. If these sites are still nuclear capable, ensure that no one except Vault Tech can access or launch nuclear ordnance. To be clear, if you are given any other authority, whether government, militia, or otherwise, there... How does one scroll down? Claims are to be ignored. Vault Tech alone maintains jurisdiction. Because we all know Vault Tech is responsible for the bombs dropping. Bum, bum, bum. Congratulations, Overseer. Vault 76 is the most important project that Vault Tech has completed. No expense has been spared on building, staffing, and selecting the inhabitants of your vault. The cream of the crop of Americans have been chosen, including luminaries from Vault Tech University. That I did not know. You just know that there's a super mutant that sells dogs in Far Harbor? Yes. Jeff, have a good one. The special classes instructions have received about managing the vault do not apply to this assignment. Vault 76 especially. Your mission is to see the livelihood and well-being of your colonies. Yeah, okay. Is there anything cool in here? Deleted files? No files found. Okay. Alright. Let's go. Hello?
You do remember the whole point of Reclamation Day? Reclaiming Appalachia? Never too late.
Never too late. Okay, okay. Can I take a balloon with me? What can I do to build a better America? Copyright 2077. So we can use this footage because the copyright hasn't started yet, right? Right?
Never stop learning. Be the best that you can be.
I'm stealing your pen! I wonder if they plan on opening any of this stuff. Okay.
Goodbye. Aloha. Ciao.
Auf Wiedersehen!
Auf Wiedersehen. Euer Cornelius. When we are in.
Auf Wiedersehen! Oh, jeez. Okay, pick a special loadout. Battle Ready Dweller, level 20. Fresh Dweller. What? Wait, they added in a choice to jump levels? Why? I haven't left the vault. I'm still choosing on whether or not I wish to be a level 20 or a level 2. Why? Why does... Is this because I have a save on here where I'm a level 100? The elevator music is killing me. I went to level 2 as the level 20 jump makes it a bit difficult and would rather play... But as you go through the story, you will find out why it's an option. So skip to the end or the middle as case may be. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go with that. Pick a special... What? Pick a special loadout. Perk cart. Perk cards. Slugger, gunslinger, or first aid. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Starts with a first... I was reading that. Starts with a first aid perk card. Stim packs heal 15% more health. Starts out with the gunslinger perk card. Grants 10% bonus damage to your pistols. Starts with an action dweller perk card. Grants a plus 15% action point generation. Starts with an inspirational perk card. Grants a plus 5% XP whenever you team up with others. Starts out with a slugger perk. Grants a 10% damage to your two-handed weapons.
Come out to the coast. We'll get together. Have a few
Darth
laughs.
Phoenix, thank you so much for the Prime. How's it going in Fallout? I haven't made my decision yet. I have no idea how I feel about this. Collect a box of sugar bombs. Okay. Huh. I just walked through the door and ran through some sugar bombs? What happened? Okay. Who am I inside of? Oh. My bad, I didn't ask for your consent. Oops. Little tab. Some packs right away. Aha! There it is, okay. Oh my god. Click on the thing. There we go. Conveniently located at the corner of Route 86 and Route 88. All kinds are welcome. Okay, cool. Look at that painting! There are people down here. Hey! I think. Hi, Pennington!
Mom, those young ladies down there, they seem exceedingly alive. They haven't
Right.
yet made any untoward advances, but perhaps you could speak to them? Verify their intentions are civil?
Oh, when he said advances, I thought he was worried about them hitting on him. Like, they seem exceedingly alive. Will you find out if their intentions are pure? Any idea what the two are doing? It sounds like they're coming up with something. What's been doing out here? Have you seen the overseer? I ought to be on my way.
Only that they appear to have some vested interest in accessing the vault. One seemed quite perturbed when I told them that wouldn't be happening. But I'm not sure
Perturbed?
if she believed me.
Sounds like they're up to something.
I've been here long enough to have learned that outside the vault, people don't always have one's best intentions at heart. I'm sorry to say it, but it's the truth.
No, people having bad intentions? A lot of challenges, missions, and events happen, so a long time of putting it down, I don't know what's going on when I reluctantly pick it back up. Yeah, basically. I have no idea what's going on. I know that they've introduced... One of the biggest complaints about the game when it first launched is because everybody had just... Why is there smoke back here? Is there somebody standing behind me? Yes, there is. Ah! Dude, you're in your pajamas. You forgot to change.
Oh, I do hope you've been cautious out there. Now, how may I help you? Until quite recently, it's been exceedingly peaceful. I maintained my post, greeted latecomers out of the vault, and otherwise reveled in Appalachia's natural splendor. But very recently, it seems people have come back to Appalachia. Those two and more to boot. The non-vault sort, you
Fuzzy, how you
understand.
doing?
It's all very concerning. Who knows what they might be up to?
Okay.
Well, yes, but it's been some time. But she was a resourceful woman. I'm sure she's all right.
Very resourceful woman. Anyway, one of the biggest complaints whenever this thing first started out is there weren't going to be NPCs, that the people who went into Appalachia were the NPCs. You would be running around talking to actual people. And then, what was it, like 2 years later, they finally decided to introduce the NPCs into the game?
Got to be a way in there. Maybe... Wait, a vault dweller? Hey there!
Hi. Did you just say the NPC was getting up? I don't need to know what she's doing.
Whoa, whoa! Just a friend here, not a threat. Just had some questions for you. You came out of the vault, right?
That's what they tell me.
Wait, is the door still open? My partner and I need a way into that vault.
Why?
We got a tip from the Wayward. Heard of the place?
No.
New bar down the road. So this guy told us that...
After you gave him the last of our caps?
And he said that inside that
Marital
vault is
problems.
you know, that's where the big one is. Our
The
last
big one
chance
what?
to turn our lousy luck around.
Oh yeah, there's a big one in there. All right, we managed to trap it, but barely made it out in my life. Yes, there's a big one in there.
What?
What are we talking about?
Jerking you around, Lacey. Face it, we got scammed.
But those were the last of our caps.
There's
No.
definitely a big one in
Someone
there.
has to know something. We're just gonna stick it out until we find them.
Wonderful.
Look, thanks for whatever.
Uh-huh. Anytime. Anytime
No.
you need to know where a big one is.
Unless there was something you needed.
You wouldn't have a spare weapon, would you?
They didn't give you a weapon. I guess I've got something I could spare. Here.
A machete? Thanks. Want to tell me what this big one you're looking for is? Yes,
certainly
please tell me
could.
about this big one.
Since you decided to yank our chains, I'm gonna say no.
Oh, man. It was still worth it. Can you tell me about the area?
Appalachia?
Other than it's a graveyard.
There's that. We haven't been here real long, but from what we've been able to piece together, the area got hit pretty hard. Not long after, well, these things showed up.
The big ones?
The Scorched.
They're merciless. They seem to have cleaned up whoever the bombs might have missed. Without people around, everything else has gone haywire.
You'll go change, alright. You just rolled out of the bed in your pajamas into the apocalypse and said, I think I'll go around. What's the world like out
Come
there?
over from Virginia. Well, what was Virginia? There's a lot more hot zones that way. And the few spots that are livable, well, they got picked clean fast. I mean, Appalachia's dangerous, really dangerous. But it's better than where we've been.
Did you see a vault dweller go by an overseer?
Maybe I did. Or maybe you should ask the thing you've got trapped inside the vault.
What, the big one? That will never not be funny. Alright. Fair enough. Combat knife, machete. It's very shiny. Okay, that's not quite as shiny. So, donations box? Okay. Where are we going, guys? Where are we going? Hi. Cool. That looks different. Are you still alive? No. Okay. I have accepted team. I'm just gonna wander around. I'm not actually looking to go do anything specific today. Like I said at the very beginning of this, we are fully expecting a person to come by and work on the internet, so... Ow. Hello. Nice hat, dude. I stole a toy alien. Crafton still building a better tomorrow. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do with all that junk. I distinctly remember coming through here that first weekend. I don't think I should be picking up a whole bunch of— Ow! Just because something slaps me doesn't mean you have to kill it. I need to learn how to fight in the game again. I haven't played it in a long, long time. Nice. You have to do that. You have to. I probably shouldn't blow them all up, but... Does it even have where where my ammo is? No. Nice. I should definitely go with the... There we go. Nice. Okay. So, where do we want to go? What sites do we want to see? Wolf hide the forest. There are public quests. I'm not doing it. Not doing it. I can't hurt you. Pacifist mode is on. You misunderstand. I don't care if it hurts you or not. I like the explosions. The fact that the cars explode like a mini nuke is just awesome. Whenever I was playing by myself, I always ran around and started exploding vehicles. It was just something that I did. Prefer pacifist mode, you're only level 150. I know... Okay. I know of quite a few people that enjoy trolling folks. And they would constantly pick fights and then drag the bad guys. He just teleported. Hi, how are you?
Hello, citizen.
Oh, you trade. That's new, I don't remember that. I have new monies, but still cool. Oh yeah, plans. You know, find plans to build things. What happens if you explode the Brahmin? No, it's getting away! Nothing. Oh, my immersion is broken.
I got here first. Go find some other spot.
I'm not after your butt-shaped rock. Weirdly butt-shaped. I'm like, this is my hole. I got here first. I probed this hole first. Leave me alone. I can anger factions against me. Oh, okay. Okay. Toilet. I'm coming. I was searching the toilets. Party hat? I have a party hat. I think anyway. Right? Pretty sure I picked one up. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how to do that. How does one do that? I just put my gun away? That's not it. Hey, I found the auto run. Okay, let's go. Ooh. Is this someone's build or a POI? Looks like someone's build. Could be a POI though, there's lots of folks.
I think it's time to pay those settlers a visit. Don't let them miss me too much.
The coop.
He was so great.
Hello?
Wait, no bad thoughts. It's dicer because I like to dice things, not because I like to gamble.
Fuck.
Okay. Ah. This is my birthday, bring me presents. I'm just joking. Don't do that. That would be weird. Especially here. What the heck is this?
Blood eagles find us like this. People think we're neat.
So are they're raiders, but they're not hostile? Hello?
You look thirsty. Why don't you get hydrated?
He will be here soon. Why didn't I get a text? Oh, I probably
I'm
got
gonna
my
need
stuff up
you
way
to
too
do
loud.
some stretches now.
Okay.
Hey.
Okay. Sorry, guys. The tech that is supposed to be working on the stuff will be here in like 3 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here, and hopefully he will get done in like an hour, and we can pick the stream back up again. Okay? So I need to go out there and meet him before he gets here, so they'll know which house it is and all that kind of stuff. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys for being here. I have not made any choices on whether or not this is a good idea or not. Right now, it just feels like walking around on a big map that I don't know anything about. But, yeah, we'll be back and we'll check it out. If for some reason it starts going on for longer than an hour, I'll probably go ahead and cut for the day. So if you're not a part of the Discord, go to the Discord. I will send out a notification if for some reason the stream can't continue, if they're working it, if they're taking away a box or whatever else. I will let you guys know. I will see you guys later. Y'all have a wonderful day, wonderful night, and you stay shiny.